We're diving headfirst into one of the most famous foundational pieces of literature in human history, Genesis 1. But we're not just going to look at it as some dry sequence of events. Oh no, we're going to experience it as a vivid, totally immersive narrative. So let's just get right into it.
Okay, imagine for a second the terrifying, completely empty state before anything you know existed. I'm talking no light, no land, no sound, just this endless expanse of absolute nothingness. How in the world do you build a universe from a dark, formless void? Honestly, it's a staggering thought, right? And the text we're exploring today attempts to answer exactly that, taking us on this incredible journey from total chaos to breathtaking order.
Section 1. The Formless Deep. Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 and 2.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, this single sentence, it establishes the epic scale of the whole text right off the bat. It doesn't give us some long, complex backstory. It just drops us literally right into the moment of Genesis, the absolute starting point of space and time.
But what did that early earth actually look like? Well, the text describes it as formless and empty. Basically, a state of dark, watery chaos over the deep. Picture a pitch-black, turbulent ocean covering literally everything, long before order or life even existed. And in this dark, watery void, the source tells us the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, just waiting to provide that very first spark.
Section 2. Forming the canvas. Days 1 to 3. And boom, it starts with this sudden, super dramatic audio cue of divine speech. Let there be light. The text tells us God spoke and there was light. He saw that the light was good and he separated it from the darkness. Now what's fascinating here is that this first act of creation isn't building a physical object, right? It's the creation of time itself, calling the light day and the darkness night.
So the crucial takeaway here is how this sets off a highly rhythmic progression over the first 3 days. God is forming the fundamental realms of the earth through this incredible process of separation. On day 1, he separates light and dark. Day 2, he separates the sky and the water, creating a vault to divide the waters below from the waters up above. And then on day 3, he separates the land and the seas by gathering the water to one place so dry ground can finally appear. Essentially, he's building the stage. And this brilliantly illustrates the climax of this forming stage on day 3. Because once that dry ground appears, God issues a new command: let the land produce vegetation. The text is super specific here, mentioning seed-bearing plants and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their various kinds. So the blank canvas of the land is suddenly painted with this vibrant, self-sustaining flora, and God saw that it was good.
Section 3. Filling the canvas. The literary structure.
Okay, here's where we uncover this incredible aha moment about the ancient poetic architecture of Genesis 1. There is this absolutely beautiful symmetry going on here. The environments formed in the first 3 days, the light, the sky, the water, the land, they are sequentially populated or filled in the exact corresponding next 3 days. So days 1, 2, and 3 are all about forming the realms, while days 4, 5, and 6 are about filling those specific realms. It's like a giant puzzle perfectly fitting together.
Just watch how this builds. Day 1 gives us light, right? Well, day 4 fills it with the sun, moon, and stars. Day 2 gives us sky and water, and day 5 fills them with birds and fish. Day 3 gives us land, and day 6 fills it with animals and humans. It's brilliant. It shows this unstoppable momentum from a chaotic void straight to a highly structured, perfectly balanced world.
Section 4. The Teeming Waters. Days 4 and 5.
So, looking closely at day 4, the text explains that God made 2 great lights to govern the day and the night, alongside all the stars, and he set them in the vault of the sky. Now, what's absolutely crucial here is their purpose. The source material says they are there to separate day from night and to serve as signs to mark sacred times, days, and years. They're placed perfectly to govern the light and darkness that were formed way back on day 1.
Then we hit day 5, and you guys, the narrative just explodes with this burst of vibrant, moving life. Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth. God creates the giant creatures of the sea, every single living thing the water teems with, and every winged bird. He blesses them, telling them to be fruitful and increase in number. He is completely filling up the sky and the waters that he created on day 2.
Section 5. The Image of God. Day 6.
Now, day 6 is a 2-part sequence.
First, stepping up from the previous day, the land is commanded to produce living creatures, wild animals, livestock, creatures that move along the ground, all according to their kinds. But then, the narrative makes a massive shift for the ultimate creation of humanity, which stands completely apart from literally everything else described so far.
Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." I mean, wow. This is a profoundly intimate moment in the text. So God created mankind in his own image. Male and female, he created them. Unlike all the previous creations that were sort of brought forth by a command to the land or the water, humanity is uniquely and personally crafted to reflect the very image of the Creator.
And with this creation comes a very specific set of empowering mandates. God blesses them and tells them to be fruitful, increase in number, fill the earth, subdue it, and basically rule over the fish, the birds, and every living creature. And to sustain them, God also explicitly provides every seed-bearing plant and fruit tree. Notice that? The exact things created on day 3 are now given as food for mankind and all the creatures that have the breath of life in them.
Section 6, A Very Good World, the climax.
So throughout the text, right after almost every day of creation, God pauses to observe his work and declares that it was good. But here at the ultimate conclusion of the 6th day, after humanity has been created and the entire cosmos is functioning in total harmony, there's a critical shift. The text says God saw all that he had made and it was very good. That one simple addition of the word very, it completely underscores the absolute completeness and perfection of the finished masterpiece. So what does this all mean? What happens when you step out of the chaos and into a world built with such deliberate, poetic order? Because as we've seen, this ancient text isn't just a dry list of things being made. It's a powerful narrative about intention, structure, and finding profound meaning in a universe that began as a dark, formless void. It really challenges us to look at the world around us, the light, the land, the teeming life, and recognize the epic scale of its design.